Here in Montgomery County, we're asking residents to do their part to combat climate change. Because the burning of coal, oil, and gas causes over 75% of global greenhouse gas emissions, we need to stop powering our homes with those fossil fuels. To do that, we can switch our gas appliances to electric ones. A new exciting electric option for stoves is induction stoves. Induction stoves work by generating an electromagnetic field below the glass cooktop surface, which causes magnetic cookware sitting on top to heat up. The county executive, Mark Elrich, tells us more.
Hi, I'm Mark Elrich. I'm the county executive of Montgomery County, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm here to show people the induction stove that I recently put into my house. When I had it remodeled about 6 years ago, I made provisions for the electricity, but I wasn't yet ready to buy an induction stove because they cost too much, frankly, and they weren't the variety of models that I wanted out there, so I waited. As the county executive who's reminding people of our climate change plan and the need to eliminate greenhouse gases and telling people you need to electrify your house, you need to move to, clean appliances, I felt like if I was going to tell people to do that, I had to do it myself. Induction ranges are a little bit different. Obviously, there's no gas. There's no raised burner. There's no place for junk to drop down underneath your pan and then have to clean it up after you've cooked it to the top of your stove. So that's an advantage. Has an advantage over traditional electric. The heat changes come about much more quickly. And so if you want the burners to cool down, they cool down more slowly. If you want them to heat up, they heat up much more quickly. I can boil water here actually faster than I could boil water on my gas stove, which is a really big deal. This has been great. Every Sunday morning, I actually make 4 different omelets on the stove. And that's one of the great things about having the variable temperatures on the stove is that I can cook 4 omelets at 4 different temperatures and get them off in 4 different states of well-doneness to accommodate my guests. And so that's one of the fun things about this. It's pretty straightforward to operate. You just turn on the stove, and then if there's and your pans do have to be steel, iron or steel. You can't put an aluminum pan on here. But it'll light up and tell you that you got a pan on the burner, then you select the burner, and then you pick your temperature. All these burners work independently. These two can be paired together though. They can operate separately, you can pair them together, and you can put a large pan over both of them, and those 2 burners are bridged and tied to the same temperature. It's clean, it's efficient, it has a convection oven, so if I want to bake with convection, I can bake with convection. It's self-cleaning, which is nice, because my experience cleaning stoves has always been really unpleasant, and so I like the fact that it cleans itself, and you can bake, broil, and everything else you'd normally want to do. So I felt like I had to be able to do the same things I was asking everybody else in the county to do, and I think being an example is important, and I hope people can look at this and say, yeah, this is actually really feasible. Cooking is pretty easy. You have good control over temperature, which I know is very important to people. I'd say better control over temperature than an electric, and pretty comparable with all the different settings to what you would get with a gas stove. So I'm happy with it. I make amazing meals with it, and it's actually fun to cook, and the top doesn't stay hot very long, and mostly the heat is just going into your pan. So that's my stove. It's made my life, I would say, easier than my other stove. I had no more cleaning underneath the stove, underneath the burners, and basically I think I cook as well as I cooked before, which is what this is all about at the end of the day anyway. How good's your food?